Medical Minute, sponsored by Avera.
Planning for end-of-life care can be overwhelming. Avera aims to offer options for both patients and family members navigating the final moments of life. Mark Schlanta lived a full life and was surrounded by family up until the very end. That was a blessing that Mark's wife Peggy says was afforded to them through Avera at-home hospice care.
We worked real hard to keep focused on living our lives, and we were able to go on a lot of trips and put our family first and have a lot of love in our lives and make sure that we just got everything done that Mark wanted to get done.
Mark was diagnosed with cancer in the fall of 2019. Peggy says that diagnosis came with the reality that hospice care would be inevitable. And by January of this year, Mark's treatment stopped and the family turned to hospice.
It was a learning experience for us. We learned the possibility of going to Doherty, and we learned the possibility of coming home, the pros and cons of those, and how they actually work together so that the person receiving hospice can have that dignity of making decisions for themselves as long as they possibly can.
Mark initially decided to stay at Avera's Doherty Hospice House, where he received around-the-clock care.
Even though I felt that I could handle things better here and that I wanted him home, he felt very strongly that he didn't want to be a burden to us and that he wanted to go to Doherty Hospice House. And as it turns out, it was a really good decision.
And take a look at...
Doctors were able to get his pain and nausea under control, and after a week at Doherty, Mark got the all clear to head home for hospice care.
His goal when he came here was to return home, and we were able to honor that and get his symptoms under control here at Doherty Hospice House, and then get him back home where he eventually passed with his family present. So that was really a gift for him, and I think a gift for his family.
Being home was an absolute blessing. We were home for about 3 weeks, and my sons say that it was his victory lap because he was able to see a lot of people.
The final weeks of Mark's life were full of family, friends, and memories that Peggy now clings on to. She says she had confidence caring for Mark in their home, knowing that she had support from the Avera Hospice team.
One thing that really took a lot of mental burden away from me was the fact that hospice will deliver everything to your house.
The Schlantas also had help from Alice Robbins, an Avera hospice nurse.
It was very well organized, and I knew we were meeting his needs then, and he seemed like he was comfortable when I was getting ready to go.
Those final moments in hospice, spent in the comfort of their own home, gave the Schlantas, their family, and friends the peace and intimate time needed to celebrate Mark's life and say goodbye.
But it was just very valuable time to have those people that he loved through his whole life around him at the end.
For more information on hospice care, head over to avera.org/medicalminute. We'll be right back.